Page 122, The Gift to be Simple. We're going to move our hand around a little bit, left hand around. And we've got eighth notes all over the place. So let's just take this slow and easy. 4/4 time. We have a pickup measure. So we're coming in on beat 4. That's the left hand. I want to talk about the right hand first. When the right hand comes in, it's eighth notes, and it's on beat 2 because you have a rest on beat 1. And your hand is here again. We're in C position. Rest and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you just count this out real slowly and carefully and get all these eighth notes. And you'll be fine in the rest, and you work that out. It's really about all there is in the right hand. If you can count out this rhythm. I don't want to show it all to you. I'd prefer you figure it out on your own. Don't just copy me. Please don't do that. Figure it out on your own and then check it with me. It's what the play with me section is for, so you can check it. In the left hand, coming in on beat 4, your fourth finger here. So really we're starting in middle C position. It's here. So it's 4, 1, and then you got a bunch of rests. Well, in the next measure, you need a C chord. You got to move the left hand down here and play the C chord. You got 3 beats of rest. Anytime during that time, you can move your hand down. It's up to you. I typically do it like the beat before because I'll leave it here, and then right before I need it, I get the. Make sure you move the hand before you need it there. Have it in place, ready to go, before you need to play the notes. We can't always do that in music, but we do if we can, because you don't want to move and have to play immediately. That's kind of tricky. It's iffy. So move first, have it ready, and then when the time comes, you're here. Then 3 beats of that and a rest, and then the next line is an F chord, and then you have 2 beats of rest, and now you got to come back up to middle C position here, up here. So again, during that 2 beats, somewhere you got to get your hand up here and be ready to go, because the left hand plays that B. You see the 8th note, the last 8th note in that measure? That's left hand. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I'll come back to that when I put the hands together, but right now it's left hand. Then after you're done there, you got to go back down to C position, because the last line you're in C position, and you'll stay there. Now the kicker, watch out. At the end of the last line, you're here. The last note, that's a fermata. Now finally they put a fermata in both stabs. That's correct. That's what should be there. You would hold on to that a little longer. When I play it with a metronome, I'm going to just double the value. I'll hold it for 2 counts instead of 1 and then keep going, because I need to stay with the metronome. But when you repeat, you got to immediately go up here. There's no rest. There's no nothing. There's no time to get up there. You're here, you're here. Well, again, it's the phrasing. We're at the end of the phrase. You can lift up. You have to move. So in this case, you're simply going to lift up and move. Instead of lifting up, you're going to lift up and move at the same time. Here, here. And we practice hand moves in piano if we have to, because this, don't make it fast and jerky. You got time. Just move up here. Know where you are. Know where you need to go and which finger's involved. Here, here to here. You can practice that over and over. The right hand's not moving, you have to worry about it. So here. We'll get to the right hand moving later. Don't rush that part. So just be aware of that. That's kind of tricky. Now we put the hands together. Starting in middle C position. 4, 1 and 2. See that both hands are using middle C there. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See that second measure there? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And when you get down to the bottom, last measure, hold, then you repeat. The right hand's not playing, so just get them up like that to finish it off. Takes a little practice, but you can't hesitate. The beat has to be steady here. The only time you can hesitate on this one is on that fermata. You can hang on to that however long you want to. And that's it for the most. It's getting a little tricky here. Do the phrasing, connect all these notes as best you can. Then lift up between the phrase, between each phrase, lift up. And then you can add the dynamics. I prefer you get to know the piece really well first, so you're not thinking about the mechanics, and then you feel these. Start soft. It's all melody at first. Now you're going to grow, get louder. It doesn't say how much louder, but this is not a loud piece. So I wouldn't go up much more than maybe medium soft to a medium loud. Stay in the middle somewhere. So start soft. And then don't get. That's your loudest point right there. And it's not loud, it's just louder than soft. So take your time in getting then that measure where the crescendo is. Maybe you do it just a beat at a time. Go up here and then here, here, here. Stay there until the second measure, the second line, come down. Come back down to a soft there. It's all melody there, and then lift up and go on, and you do it. There's no crescendo anymore, but at the last measure, you can go down to a very soft. Here. And there's a note there in the next to the last measure, second time retardando. Have we had a retardando? I don't think so. It's another Italian word, you're gonna love it. Usually they use the abbreviation, RAT period. Same thing. It means gradually slow down. And in my mind, I picture like a train coming into a station as gradually slows down, except you're not going to come down to a stop. You're just gradually slowing down. You count slowing down. So however fast you're counting, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, hold off. You're just slowing down. They're like a wind-up clock is running out of spring and it slows down. That's all it is. Now when I play with a metronome I can't do that, so I ignore any of that. There won't be any slowing down in the play with me. I just keep going. It's a fairly slow piece, about as fast as I've been going. So forth. But in the play with me, we're going to go really slow. So I'm going to give us 3 counts. So let's play this together. I'm not doing the dynamics, just the notes and the rhythms. We will play it twice because it's repeated. 1, ready, and go. And 1, and 2.